No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Starting to feel a little pressure, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis.
It's a running room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. And you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. The Longhorns pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll try the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback running on the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Down the boulevard. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 21 over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. On the run, still looking. Throwing on the run. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Trying to get the corner. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want to end up using. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Sellers. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. Got his man on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Manning. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Taking it the other way.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They run the reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. Now the toss. It's a seam wide open.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate. Because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. It's a really good timing between those two on that play.
Finds his big tight end. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. The option look. He'll toss it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Manning. Now improvising. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. No, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
To throw, it's Sellers. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Going to swing it on second down. Dances away. Finds his man. It's Harbor. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. And that's a first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and They're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
And the Longhorns get enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
And the returner is stopped. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
The number 1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's not afraid to go deep. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He'll do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wingo. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires left. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.